Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. We are once again another 5 beats, another 5 reviews. And before I get into it, actually, I want to mention about how this week we got the Warzone beat battle. So if you're ready to go head to head, have some bloody MIDI cables and some broken down NPCs and machines and all kinds of stuff and keyboards getting smacked upside the head, then this battle's for you. But there's only 16 spots, unfortunately, and that's the tough part. That's the tough part with the battle because, it's first come, first serve. And I know some people can't get in sometimes and stuff because it's early, but hey, don't forget, there's people all around the world, right? So I have to make sure I get, make sure I give everybody enough time to sign up, whatever. So you can't have people getting up at 2 a.m. to sign up for a beat battle, Although 8 a.m. is kind of early too, but whatever. All right, so let's get right to it. First up, we have Chaxy Raxy with "Thank You Very Much." Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Chaxy Raxy with "Thank You Very Much." All right, so this track, I'm listening to the sample. It's a nice sample. I like the way you started off, the way you flip it and all that stuff. But, as I'm listening to it, I'm thinking, this is a perfect type of sample to have a low-pass part, okay? And that's what you did. But then when I listened to it, I was like, you know what? Actually, it doesn't sound that good, It's good. It's just that I think it's because of the vocals. I think that's the problem right there. Because if you have, if you can get just the music for this sample without the vocals in it, that'd be good. Because that way you could, just totally play with that. If you can't, what I usually do in a case like that is I'll play some kind of synth on top of the sample. Okay, so whether it be strings, piano, or whatever, just to accompany it. That way, when I get to the part where I want to have get rid of the sample, let's say. I'll just have the instruments playing, so that way it still carries the beat and everything like that, and then you could just throw in the sample here and there on those parts. Okay, so that way you don't have just the sample playing all the way throughout, and then you have a low pass or whatever. Even though it's a good effort, really, the more I listened to it, I was like, no, it doesn't really go too well. I think because it's the vocals. If it was just the music, yeah, it would be okay. But even then, I think even if you just still had the music, I think you should also add some instruments on top of it or something, And it's a good technique to use, really, because it makes total sense, instead of just having the same sample playing over and over and all that. add some of your own instruments, that you play or whatever. Add that over the sample, and really bring it out. Okay. And besides that, the drums are nice, although the kick was okay. I'm not too crazy with the kick. It was good, but the snare I wouldn't keep. I would get rid of that snare. I know it goes well with that sound of the kick, but I just don't like the snare on its own. Let's say, I was expecting something a little harder, crisper. Let's say, so just make that change and see how it comes about. But yeah, the sample, definitely try to put some other instruments on top and see how it comes about. And I'm sure it'll be really good. All right, so next up we have who we got? We got Silver Ruckus with Horizon. Let's check it out. All right. Okay. So that was Silver Ruckus with Horizon. All right. So this track is good. I like this one because you have the nice low end synth, which really complements the rest of it. So I like that. It's nothing overpowering, whatever. It doesn't sound like a bass line, right? It just sounds like the low end synth, like something like just something low end. But anyway, it fits really well. And the drums are nice reverb on the snare, nice laid back drums and stuff. I actually really like the sped up hi-hats. That was a nice addition. And for the main synth you have going, okay, it's good. I just think you just need to tweak a couple parts because I think there's two parts where when you go down a note, it just sounds like it's sort of off note, off key, so just fix that part. I think it's like on the second bar or something like that, second and third bar or whatever. Anyway, check that and just make that adjustment. I think that's the only thing really that really needs to be adjusted for that because it does sound nice. I just think it's just slightly off key. So maybe just check that. And the rest is really nice. I really like it. I like the way you transition from one part to the next, so it's a very dope beat. I like it. Like I said, I just think that you just need to make an adjustment to those couple of notes there. And I think it's a third, maybe a third and fourth bar. I'm not sure, but anyway, make that change. All right. So next up we have Enoch with Gunfight. Let's check it out.
Come on, man. You want to ask me? Ask, goddammit. You ever been in a gunfight?
No.
Well, how the fuck you gonna know what I'm talking about? damn it.
All right. Okay, so that was Enoch with Gunfight. All right, so here's the thing, man. This beat is really dope. Okay, I'm really feeling this beat. It's nice drums, a nice drum pattern too, and it's the piano, man. The piano really bangs, and it's nice and all that stuff. Nice bass line, everything. I think I even hear some guitar in there, a little guitar twang here and there and stuff. But the piano is the really the best part. It really is a dope piano and stuff. It's like a something that you can hear an MC on top of, or just a beat on its own. The problem though, right off the bat, I was like, man, it's the mix. It's just, it's too bad. But, sometimes it's like that. People send in beats and they're good. It's just that the mix is not good. Right away it's just so hot, and not hot meaning good. I'm talking about hot, like the levels are very hot. So it's like everything's in the red. It's too much. So just, you gotta change that, man. You gotta fix that mix. That's the main thing. Some people have trouble mixing. Some people have trouble just adjusting the levels, really. And go and check some of the articles I've written and about mixing and stuff, and a lot of it just comes down to the trial and error. But just a quick tip I always give people is load up all your tracks in your DAW, put everything at 0, and then just play it there. Don't add any effects, nothing. Just totally dry like that. And then from there, just start adjusting the levels, making sure everything sounds good like that, nice and dry. Once you get that down, then you can start adding some effects and stuff, And it's always important to take stuff away rather than keep adding stuff, because the more you add, like in your case, I guess you kept adding stuff or whatever, your mix became very, very loud. So make sure you check that shit. But yeah, other than that though, the beat's dope. It's the mix, man. That's what throws me off. I'm like, I gotta take points off of that, man. But dope beat though. Very hard. All right. So next up we have who we got? We got Hayes with New Life. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Hayes with New Life. All right, so this is an interesting beat because I don't hear a snare coming in really. It's there obviously, but I'm waiting for the snare to drop. That's the main thing. I'm like, where's this fucking snare? Where is it? I'm waiting for the beat to drop, So, but it's nice though. It's nice music, really nice piano. The low end's great. You got the little vocal part, coming in and out and stuff. And it's nice, some nice strings that you had at one point and all that stuff. But I'm just waiting for something to drop in. Now I understand like that's the beat you were trying to make or whatever. But I really think that it would have been better if I heard an actual, drum track dropping in and stuff. And the other thing is the horns. You know, like the horns are nice. They sound like they really go with everything else. But I could tell right away it sounds like a synth horn, right? Like some horn you got from a VST or something. And I have that issue too. Like sometimes I'm looking for a horn. It's like I just can't get anything good from a synth. I mean, I don't know. There's probably something good out there. Yeah, expensive though, you know. But that's why when I go for horns, I always get some kind of sample from a jazz record or something, because those are the best. So honestly, I think if you kept everything the way it is, but just take out those horns, add in a sampled horn, especially from a jazz track or something, man, that would be so much better. Trust me, it would sound so much nicer. What you have is nice. I just think it would be so much better if the horns were sampled. Oh, totally, man, totally. That, and, you know, I'd like to hear at least some part, you know, like maybe like halfway through the beat, have like, you know, a full snare come in, have like an actual nice drum track dropping in and stuff, you know. Just because the music is nice, I want to hear some drums on top of it, you know what I mean? So, the horns and the drums, that's the two things, man. And, if anybody listening knows some kind of horn VST that sounds authentic, that sounds like the real thing, let me know. I don't know. Free or not, I need to find out, man. All right. Okay, so next up, who we got? Last beat, we got Mystic F with Heavy Start. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Mystic F with Heavy Start. You know, at the beginning, I heard that sound. It's like, what is that? Like some kind of harpsichord or something, or one of those things. It sounded kind of Chinese or something. I don't know, but it's good. But I was imagining that, but a piano. Okay, some sort of piano, maybe like electric piano or something like that. Because the beat, when you have your actual beat drops in, the drums are dope, the low ends go dope. You got that wavy bass and all that stuff. That's really nice. I just didn't like the other things you had on top of that. The little things you had, little piano here and there and stuff. I wasn't crazy about that. So I was thinking just if you kept the drums and the bass and then add in like what you had at the beginning, but like that pattern, but some kind of digital piano, like an electric piano or something like that. I think that would be really, really nice, because the drums are banging and the bass is really dope. I just think I didn't like those other instruments on top. I don't know. It's like, it's because I'm listening to the beat and it's like, it just felt like it's pretty empty. You know what I mean? So that's why I thought at the beginning, I thought that's what you're going to have all the way throughout and stuff. And I think that would really work. I think that would. But try that because, it's dope. The drums and bass are dope, but I just think you just need to add that on top, man. That'd be really nice, I think. But, it sounds like a harpsichord or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, dope shit. All right, so next up, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Last beat, man, that was fast. All right, so that's it. That's it from me. I'm Mr. Fate. This is Attacking the Beats. Keep sending the beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drumroll please, Silver Ruckus with Horizon. Let's check it out.